welcome back to IEMG. This is the Spring League Champion Show. In this segment, we're highlighting another one of our local league champions from the pool. That would be the Arroyo Valley boys from out of the Sunkist League. The Hawks got it done this year thanks to a tremendous senior season from Donovan Acosta, who made it to CIF in a couple individual events and a relay. And there's two more Acostas coming through Arroyo Valley, Cannon and Dallas. Head coach Peter Gonzalez checks in and says the Hawks were great this year. They should be even better next season. And now join us here on our very special Spring League Champion Show from Arroyo Valley. The Hawks, your Sunkist League champions in boys swim. We got head coach Peter Gonzalez and a couple of his star swimmers as well. And Coach Gonzalez, listen, I'll be honest, between, water polo and swim, I've lost track on maybe how many league titles that you've won for boys or maybe for girls as well. But have you kept track of how many league titles you've won at Arroyo?
Oh, man, that's a good question. No, but I will keep adding them as long as we're willing to put the work in.
Coach, and two, listen, I'll be honest, I haven't followed swim super closely at Arroyo Valley, since it opened, but would you say, historically speaking, this is maybe the best season Arroyo's ever had, or one of the best that they've ever had, at least on the boys' side?
Yeah, it's definitely been the most challenging as far as getting that win. I feel that in the past, it's always kind of been like a blowout where we're beating everybody by 10, 15, 20 points. This year, when we played against, one of our biggest rivals, Summit High School, we ended up only winning by 2 points. It came down to literally to the wire, to the last two races where we had to go 1, 2, and 3. We had to win, and then we had to win the last relay. And luckily for me, the kids were more than prepared. They swam their butts off all season. So it was definitely a big nail biter, but yeah, no, definitely one that was definitely well deserved.
Coach, let's talk about CIF too. It was a great year, which included a league championship, but you had the 200 medley relay team went to CIF. Donovan Acosta went in a couple of individual events. I mean, since you've been there, was this the most number of swimmers you've had advance to CIF?
Yeah, I mean, not only the most, but the most amount of events as well. We had all the relays go. We had Donovan for his butterfly and breast. And then not only that, but it was even more returning because, there's 2 days. So we did the first day, which we've done before, but not only were we able to go the first day, went the second day to actual finals where the kids were able to win patches. They were able to win their medals and place in, top 8, top 5, top 10. And to do that with, over 100 teams in CIF, that is just an amazing feat on its own. So I couldn't be more proud of all of them.
Yeah, such a great year. And, the relay and Donovan, I think it was the butterfly and the breaststroke, making it to not just CIF, but the championship finals, right? That's what it's about. You want to get to that final race, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely. And that was something him and I talked about at the beginning of the season. That was a goal he wanted to do. He put the work in for it. And then it was a matter of, okay, now we want the team to go. We want the relays to go. We want more than just him to go. And he was willing to help out, even helping others drop their individual times, helping his teammates drop their time to be better for the relay. And no, I mean, I couldn't be more happy with the result and us going back the second day, beating teams that, and then not only that, but dropping their best time was even more a bigger feat. We were like, oh man, we haven't been this fast, and we're going to CIF, and we're even faster. So yeah, no, it's just definitely a big overall success for the season.
All right, well, if you ask me, the only thing better than one Acosta is 3 Acostas, and you've got 2 of them coming back. We're going to get to Dallas in just a second. He was only a freshman, but are you excited to see what the next 3 years is going to look like for him in the pool?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. Dallas is self-motivated just on his own. Even now he's going to club and getting better, and even gonna come and hopefully play some polo with us this year too. So I'm super excited for his development in the next couple of years. And what's even better, especially as a coach, is he is self-motivated. He wants to do better than anybody else on the pool. Even just as a freshman, he was like, no, I'm gonna beat those seniors. I want to get their times. I want to beat them. So I am super excited, and I know he's going to do just as well. Same with his brother. They're a really special group of kids and a really special family. So I'm more than excited for everything he's going to be doing.
And Coach Gonzalez, we're also going to talk to Joseph and Julian Munoz in a second as well. What did they mean to the team this season?
They were only sophomores, but they were both my captains this year, and it's a learning curve. But they both stepped it up in ways that I don't think others would. They both put their all into this. They wanted to do better, even on days where they were coming and just like, I don't know, I'm not feeling good, and they were like, no, I'm putting the team first. We need to do this. We need to win. No, I mean, played a huge role in keeping up morale, keeping everybody on task. I'm sure they'll tell you I don't run easy practices. I am not there to, I'm there to win, and they are too. And they really help push their teammates into doing that as well. So I couldn't be more happy and proud than the success that they have. And even better, like you said, they're going to come back next year, and we're going to do even better.
Well, Coach, before we go any further, let me get to your guys. I'm going to start with Dallas Acosta. And Dallas, what did it mean to you to go to CIF as a freshman, part of that relay team?
I mean, it meant a lot for me to be in a team with my brothers. I think it was pretty cool experience as a freshman. And their development throughout the years was a lot. I mean, Kenan, he dropped a lot of time in his fly. He was an alternate, so he almost got into CIF, one more person. And Donovan, he's so diverse in every stroke he does. He doesn't even do butterfly, and he still made the championship final. So that's just a really cool experience.
With Donovan and Cannon kind of leading the way for you, have they been able to? I don't know if inspire is too strong of a word, but have they inspired you? Have they, kind of led you in the right direction of what it takes to be a strong swimmer? Have they made you a better swimmer?
Oh yeah, definitely. Before the season started, I hated swimming. I did not want to do it at all. And now I've changed. I want to become better, and whatever event I'm doing, I want to place at CIF. That's my future goal.
And just having that CIF experience. So, what was that like? Just being able to be there in a big stadium, a lot of people, a lot of pressure. What was that like?
Well, it was a lot harder than the teams we faced at league. Everyone there was quick, everyone. Mm-hmm. But I think the pressure kind of helped me because I went faster times, and I think it helped me throughout the way.
Yeah. All right, awesome. Good stuff there, Dallas. Let me get to Julian and Joseph Munoz. I'll start with Julian. And Julian, talk about this season and being a captain. What did that mean to have that confidence from Coach that he named you a captain?
I feel like it meant everything to me because, as a sophomore, our team was full of seniors and juniors. And to be second youngest, being a captain, it meant everything. It boosted my confidence. And it made me want to get better. If I didn't have that pressure on me, then I feel like I wouldn't have been, or we wouldn't have been as good as we were this season.
Mm-hmm. Julian, from where you started in the sport of swimming to where you are at now, like have you seen like a lot of improvement, and do you feel like, man, there's still a lot of room for improvement to come?
Yes. So my first day swimming, I couldn't even swim a length of the pool, and now I'm one of the mid-distance swimmers, so to see such a change from that in just a year of time is just a testament from my hard work and my coach's hard work and everybody who inspires me, which is everybody on the team. So, yeah, it is really a change.
Now, Julian, I'm going to get to your twin brother Joseph in just a second, but I'm curious, did you guys join swim together, or one of you did it first and brought the other one along? How did that work out?
Okay, so originally we came to the sport because of water polo, which my friend put me on from when I used to live. And it was funny because I didn't plan on joining, but my coach was my math assistant. So I would always be falling asleep in his class, and day after day he'd be like bugging me like, like, are you gonna join? Are you gonna join? And one day I just happened to go, and I just never left.
That's awesome. I love that story. Let me get to your twin brother, Joseph Munoz, as well. And Joseph, I mean, Being a captain on this team, and you got a lot of younger swimmers and a lot of, athletes and swimmers coming back next season. Are you excited about what next year might hold for this Arroyo Valley team?
Yeah, definitely. It's exciting to see the work and progress that everybody's made this season, and just seeing everybody from last season returning to this season and everybody's progress. It's amazing. Like, even those days where, as coach was saying, like nobody wanted to come. We all came, we all went, we all put in the work, we all pushed each other, and yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Joseph, it's kind of a sports cliche, but you'll hear some coaches, even in other sports too, they'll say, well, champions, they're made in the off season, right? It's like, what are you doing in the off season when no one's watching? Are you training hard? Are you putting a lot of hours in the pool? Are you in the weight room, or those sorts of things? Do you feel like between now and next spring, when your season rolls around again, do you feel like there's a lot of work that you guys could do to be even better next year?
Oh yeah, definitely. We do work year round. From the time that water polo ends all the way until it starts up again. Everybody's pretty much in the pool. Obviously it's not we're not forced upon, but everybody loves coming here, everybody loves the team, everybody loves our coaches. It's just something that we love to do year round. So if we're not doing swim, we're doing water polo. If we're not doing water polo, we're doing swim.
So you're always in the pool.
Always. Year round. Always.
Rain or shine, hot or cold.
Yeah. Especially during winter. It's terrible.
I know. I've been out there on your pool deck when it's like raining and freezing and stuff, so I get that. All right, thank you, Joseph. Let me go back to Coach Gonzalez at the end. Coach, these are all underclassmen. You're getting them all back next year, coming off a Sunkist League championship. What are your expectations for the team next year?
It sounds terrible, but our expectations change every year based off how they want to do it. But for me personally, my expectations are always high. That's something I tell all of them from day one. I do expect a lot, but as you can see, I mean, it's working. It's doing really well. They just blow my mind every year. I can't say it enough. I am really, really blessed to have a really good group of students, and especially ones that are coming back. Like, I couldn't be any more happier. Like, this makes me want to just, I want to keep them forever, but they move on to bigger and better things. So just super excited for the rest of the season and for the rest of, of their high school career.
And isn't it nice, though, when you have a team and you have athletes who want to put in the work, and then at the end of it, you're like, hey, you put in the work, we have a league title to show for it, or we made CIF, that's what we have to show for it, so the work paid off, right? Isn't that nice?
You're absolutely right. Every day I tell them, hey, you guys want to be league champs? Like, this is what it takes. You don't want to come to practice? You want to be league champs? That's what it takes. And luckily for me, half the time I don't have to remind them. They're in the pool swimming, and they go, we're gonna be league champs. I tell them, all right, you guys swim this. And they're like, all right, we don't want to do it, but we want to be league champs. And especially this year, they knew they wanted to do it from day one. I mean, from, like, you were talking about that off season, I told them, hey, if you guys want to do it, like they say, champions are made in the off season, and we got to really put the work in. And luckily for me, they were all willing to not only put the work in, but to go above and beyond, to where I'm even going, all right, guys, we don't have to have practice on Saturday. Like, we can take a day off. It's okay. So, no, I say it every year, and I truly mean this. Like, they have been the best thing for me. They push me as well. And it's funny because they always talk about me pushing them, but they push me to be a better coach. They push me to be a better person in general, even. So, and I couldn't be more proud of not only these guys, but just my entire team. They truly deserve this title, and they worked hard for it.
League champs, a bunch of swimmers going to CIF. It was a great year for Arroyo Valley boys swim. Congratulations, and thank you to Coach Gonzalez, Dallas, Joseph, and Julian. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on our Spring League Champion Show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Looking forward to see what Arroyo Valley does next year in the pool. When we come back here, we're going to transition to the softball diamond and check in with the Aquinas softball team, your Ambassador League champion.